Hey, hi, and welcome to our Freedom from Suffering Now blog. I'm Dr. Steve Grinstead. I'm author of the book Freedom from Suffering, A Journey of Hope. You know, one important part of this book talks about many of my patients, and me, for example, have fallen into what I call a chronic pain trance. A lot of people who develop a chronic pain condition end up suffering. They end up with that mindset of hopelessness, helplessness, debilitation, and no way out. It's very depressing. It's very lonely down in the bottom of this pit. You know, it's like being dropped into a deep, dark hole and not knowing how to get out. And it seems like nobody understands. Nobody knows what it's like. Friends and family members have given up because they just don't know how to help their suffering loved ones. So let me tell you a story. This is the story about this guy who fell in the bottom of this deep, dark hole. He's down there, he gets to look up, and he's watching the world go by. And he's down here feeling lonely, depressed, hopeless, helpless, and everyone else is having such a good time. And he doesn't know how to get out. He just is stuck. And then one day he looks up and he sees this person walking by, and he's wondering, I wonder if that person can help me find a way out of this. So he looks up and he says, please help me. I'm stuck down here in the bottom of this hole and I don't know how to get out. The guy looks down and says, well, you got yourself there. It's your job to figure out how to get out. And man, this was the last thing this person needed to hear, because now here he is. He says, oh my God, that proves it, man. I might as well just give up. I might as well just end my life. It's hopeless and I just don't want to be here anymore. But no, I can't do that. I remember that I have things to live for, but I don't know how to get out of this. And so then he looks up and he sees more people walk by, and finally he sees a minister walk by. And he says, wow, surely this person can help me. I'm sure that if I ask for this help, I'll get it. So he looks up and says, please help me. I'm stuck down here. I don't know how to get out. I've been here forever. Please help me. And the minister looked down and with compassion, he says, I'll pray for you that you find the strength and resources to get yourself out of here, and then walks away. And it's like, oh my God. Not even a man of God can help me. I mean, I must be in bad shape. And what's the use of going on? And he's stuck down here and he keeps watching the world go by, people having fun, enjoying life, and here he is stuck. So he says, well, maybe I'll give it another try. And then he sees a therapist walking by. He gets excited. He says, please help me. I'm stuck down here and I don't know how to get out. And the therapist looks down and says, well, first of all, we need to figure out why you're down there, and then we figure out what's going on, and then maybe we can find a way to get you out. This stunned him, because now he says, he just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. I don't care why I'm down here. I just want out. It doesn't matter why. And he's right. It doesn't matter why. And as time goes on, he's almost ready to give up, almost ready to give in to that long-term solution for a short-term problem of suicide, when he says, I'll just give it one more chance. This time, if it doesn't work, I know that it's a sign that I need to just check out. And so he's looking very carefully. Let's see who I can pick. And then finally, this one person walks by, this guy walks by, and he says, please, this is my last chance. Please help me. And then before he knew it, the guy jumps down in the hole with him. He looks at the other guy and says, what the hell are you doing? Now we're both stuck down here. But the guy looked at him and he says, yes, but I've been here before and I know how to get out. And if you're willing to work with me, I'll help you find a way out too. And that's pretty much how I see myself, as the person that jumps down in the hole and helps people find a way out. Because I'll never forget that day back in 1983 when I was that close to making that choice. And fortunately, my spiritual mentor showed up in my life and he offered me a better way out through spiritual values, practices, and principles. And I've been evolving ever since. The only thing this person asked me to do was to pay it forward. And I've been doing that since 1984. I've been helping people out of their deep, dark pits of chronic pain, depression, addiction, and any other type problems, post-traumatic stress, anxiety. And a lot of these stories are in my Freedom from Suffering, A Journey of Hope book. You know, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can go to the link below and read a bit more on this topic on our Freedom from Suffering Now blog. There's also a link to my book, Freedom from Suffering, A Journey of Hope. You can get this either in paper version or in e-version. And I also have an e-workbook that goes with it, because I have developed these type of modalities so nobody has to stay stuck down in that deep dark hole and mistakenly believing that the only way out is suicide, or getting so heavily medicated they just don't give a damn. I want to help people, and that's been my mission for a long time. The other part of my mission professionally has been to teach people how to help people. Last week I just finished an addiction-free pain management certification school, and I know that the people at this school are going to go out and make a difference. One of the doctors that was here, for example, took it back to his interventional pain clinic, and they are very excited about this modality. They too are wanting to help people out of this deep dark pit. So there's always hope. As long as we breathe, there's hope. And that's one of the reasons I always tell my people I work with, onward and upward. Thank you for joining me today. And as you might imagine, I get very passionate about this topic, and I just don't want to see people suffering, because suffering is optional. Pain might be inevitable, but suffering is definitely optional. Thank you for joining me today, and check back later. Thank you.